Hey guys, welcome back to another sit down and talk with the boy Christian. Um, so let's talk SummerSlam. SummerSlam this past uh Saturday, last Saturday was pretty freaking epic, I might add. So like we had bodies flying everywhere. We had over the top action. I wouldn't really say over the top action. I would just like to say, you know, it was mid. It was mid, but it was still entertaining to watch nonetheless. But yo, that tag team match between the freaking Street Profits and the Wyatt Six and what are the other teams called? Andrade and Ray Phoenix, Raxium, Motor City Machine Guns, and DIY. That match was peak of this generation, alright? It was peak. And again, forgive me for I am not looking this way. I have a habit of looking this way. Okay? That's just what I'm used to. I don't know why the camera can't be on this side since I'm so damn focused on looking this way. Alright. So, then we had the match between Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill, which I didn't bother with that match. I mean, it was fun and entertaining, but it could have gone a little longer. And then, of course, we had Becky Lynch versus Lara Valkyria. But anyways, I'm gonna go in order. First off, to start off the night, we had, what was it? Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Now listen, you guys know how I feel about Roman Reigns. You guys know what I'm about to do with Roman Reigns next year when I make my debut. And by the way, I almost stood up again effortlessly, but here's a twist. I did it. Plus, I kept my balance for a good 12 seconds. That's how you know it could happen any day. Like, hey, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but the good Lord's watching out for me, watching over me, and I can't wait for next year, man. Especially next year is gonna be the year that Spider-Man Brand New Day comes out, directed by Dustin Daniel. Either way, start off the night we have Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, and I have to say for that match alone, look. To be honest, I don't really care for this match, okay? Like, because Roman Reigns was in it. But I will, however, give Roman Reigns props for, like, protecting his cousin or whatever inside the ring. But I hate him for the obvious reasons. But I was happy to see, and I predicted this too, I was happy to see Jey Uso pick up the victory over Bronson Reed. I was happy to see that. And kudos to Roman and kudos to Jey Uso for that match. Okay. After that, we had the team of Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. Overall, I would just like to say solid, a jolly good show, as they would say on the regular show, and but yeah, I wish I could have more to say about these matches other than what I thought of them, but that's just the way it's gonna be. But yeah, I would give the match with them about a 9 out of 10. By the way, I give the Roman match a 7 out of 10. Roman and Jey match. But By the way, my dad got me McDonald's. So I'm drinking this coffee right here. Stop drinking the coffee. Alright, so back to what I was saying. Okay. So yeah, I would love to see a match between. Here's the thing, right? I would love to see another like formed tag team. Oh, sorry, my face is not showing. I would love to see another formed tag team take on Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Okay, maybe the one like let's say like, let's just pick a random team altogether. Let's say like Sika Her. Oh wait, no. Let's say like Sika Herpes. I would love to see Sika Herpes go up against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, or maybe like Clash in Paris, France. By the way, go check out that video. It's now out by the time I'm recording this, but by the time I drop this video, it's out right now. So go check it out. There you see Brock Lesnar and John Cena up there as the thumbnail. But yeah, I would love to see Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, the tag champs, to go up against Secret Herpes for the tag titles, just because they're on the same brand. And then maybe, when the draft is all said and done, I don't think we're gonna have a draft this year, which is pretty odd. It's pretty noticeable now these days. Cause I think the draft used to happen like every year, but I think WWE calmed the storm down a little bit. Calmed the storm. But yeah, I think that WWE calmed the storm down just a bit, because they wanted these superstars to have more screen time and more storylines and such. By the way, how do you feel about every doggone pay-per-view? I'm gonna have to get the ESPN deal on WWE. Are you freaking kidding me, Triple H? Are you freaking kidding? Moving on. What match is next? Oh yeah, Sami Zayn and Karen Cross. How do I feel about that match? It was okay. I would say. I would have definitely loved to see Karen Cross win that match, because now I think his contract expired or whatever. By the way, I get all my news by watching YouTube, and sometimes I read articles online and stuff that talk about this kind of stuff. But yeah, I think if Karen Cross would have won, this wouldn't have been his last match. Don't quote me on that. Okay? Alright? That's just what I've heard. But from the looks of it, yeah, I don't think, given that this past Raw episode didn't feature him, but hey, at least we're gonna get, like, maybe, whatchamacallit, Sami Zayn versus Rusev versus Sheamus and a triple threat for Clash in Paris. Which, hey, I find that to be a good match. I haven't seen Sheamus since last year on the pay-per-view, which blows my mind, because I think that WWE should definitely use him more on screen. And so does. I have a theory that LA Knight might be on Clash in Paris. Forgive me. But yeah, I have a theory that LA Knight might be on Clash in Paris, France. But yeah. Overall, I would give the Sami Zayn versus Karen Cross match a solid 6 out of 10. It was mid, it was fine. I felt pretty bugged about it, to be honest. Well, I wouldn't say bugged. It was definitely better than the than the Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill match. I don't know. You know, I just felt like Sami Zayn. I almost said Sarian, like Sarian Kane or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely think that Sami Zayn could have lost this one and gave it to Karen Cross. You know what I mean? So, but it's a good match. Sami Zayn won, and he almost pulled the trigger or whatever. And this past Raw, he said that he wanted to use the steel pipe so bad on Karen Cross. But yeah. And what do you think about Sami Zayn turning heel? I know there's a lot of speculation still that Cody Rhodes might turn heel, but at the end of the day, I think they're gonna save that for like before WrestleMania 42 pops off. Like, I hate to break it to y'all, but I think they're gonna repeat what they did like this year to maybe like, but only this time have them turn heel by the end of this year, leading up to WrestleMania. Not just up and turn heel in elimination on the Elimination Chamber. Just like little bits and pieces on where they decide to go. That's what hey, that's just my opinion. Take it or you leave it. Moving on. Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. Made another mid-match. Only this time I give it a 3 out of 10. Wasn't interested to see this at all. I don't know. I really felt like, why did they have Jade Cargill win the Queen of the Ring tournament match if they weren't gonna put that title on her? You know what I mean? Cause I don't know. I feel like that's just a waste of a character's story arc, and I really felt like if that was gonna be the case, then Asuka should have won last year. This year instead of Jade, you know what I mean? And have her go up against Tiffany Stratton. Or they should have had Jade won this match and Kabuki Warriors been on this one. I don't know. WWE is pretty weird about that. I know, like I said, I know a lot of fans aren't pleased with everything that WWE does. And hey, look, I get that. Especially if you have like a major star like LA Knight and the Kabuki Warriors. I feel like they could have been added on the card. Because Asuka deserves to be on that PLU like SummerSlam. I mean, shoot, she was on the last I think. Honestly, I don't think she's been on a SummerSlam since 2022, I think. I don't know, I'm not sure. Anyways, yeah, Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. I would give it a 3 out of 10. Okay, moving on. Oh yeah, RK Roll versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. Now listen, if we want to talk about the best match on SummerSlam card, bring at me. But if we want to talk about the best SummerSlam match on the card, this was peak for what it was. Alright? Now, my apologies to Jelly Roll for, being crushed through that freaking table or whatever. For a minute there, I thought he was actually hurt. I thought my man Jelly Roll was hurt. And I never thought I'd say my man Jelly Roll because I just started listening to him like last month. There's a guy on here in camera. But no. It was good. For what it was definitely good. I will give everybody props. Logan Paul, I don't like him, so of course I gotta go with my boy Randy. So I went with RK Roll up against Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. But I definitely feel the fans' needs of wanting a Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre feud, and maybe Logan Paul and Jelly Roll should have been on the card as well. Facing off against each other and not in a tag team match. Because if you think about it, this pay-per-view right here had 4 tag team matches. 4 tag team matches. That's a lot of tag team matches. Not to mention the triple threats and the one-on-one matches that we had. But hey, it was a pretty decent sized pay-per-view, so I'm not gonna lie. Or PLE, whatever WWE decided to call it. Then we had our main event. Oh, by the way, I give the RK Roll match real quick. I like the comedy in the match, especially like Jelly Roll when he was all fired up. It was like, oh yeah, I'ma kick his butt, and Randy Orton was all like, you get him, you show him, and then he turned to Drew McIntyre, and Drew McIntyre was looking rough. You don't want the smoke. And then for a minute there, Jelly Roll stood up to Drew McIntyre. He got some punches in and stuff. There was one moment where I thought they were gonna win, but then Drew McIntyre or Logan Paul kicked out. It was like, oh man, get at it. And then, what do you know? I think it was Drew McIntyre that finished up the match or whatever. So, anyways, it was a fun match overall. But yeah, I would give it a 10 out of 10. Fuck it, fuck it. A 10 out of 10. For me. I know a lot of people will disagree and I get a lot of shit for that, but I don't care. My opinion, bitch. Do whatever. Alright, so moving on, we had our main event of the night, CM Punk versus Gunther. Hold on, let me copy mine. Oh my goodness. Talk about a hell of a main event. Shoot. Well, I wouldn't say a hell of a main event. It was pretty solid. It was pretty freaking solid. But yeah, the main event of the show was pretty freaking cool. Not gonna lie. I love how Gunther was chopping CM Punk, and there was one moment in the match where like Punk got destroyed so badly. By the way, I'm gonna save Punk next year for the World Championship. I'm gonna do it, you guys. But there was this one part where Gunther just beat the absolute hell out of Punk, and he went flying through the freaking apron. And not only that, but Gunther pulled him back just so he can chop him again. Are you serious? Not to mention, Gunther was gushing out red paint. Like all over. I heard that he got an actual broken nose from that match, and that we won't get to see him until for a while. But what do you think? Do you think Gunther's gonna return before a Clash in Paris so that he can challenge Cody Rhodes or no? Let me guys know what you think. By the way, up next is gonna be my Bad Blood predictions. I mean, not predictions. My Bad Blood fantasy booking. It's gonna be for I would say 2020. Yeah, it'll be my final pay-per-view, and then after that, I'm gonna probably make like a playlist of all my 2029 fantasy bookings, so you can go check them out. And I think I might come out with, like versions of that as well, of those as well. So it's hard picking out locations sometimes for me, to like do these videos on, like where I want these pay-per-views to be at. So anyways, but yeah, when I saw Gunther gushing out that red paint, I was like, yo, CM Punk's got this win. So I believe put him back in the ring, and oh my god, hit him with 2 TTSs, and then that was it. He won. Then came in and ruined the whole thing. But I'm fine with it. I don't have a problem with any of those guys. Those guys just have a problem with each other. And let me say, it's pretty freaking entertaining to watch Punk, to watch Gunther, to watch Seth. Like go at it all the time. It's really a fun thing to watch. And hey, love it or hate it, I don't freaking care. It's freaking sentiment to me. I've been watching this shit since I was like, 2 to 3 or what? Yeah, I've been watching it for a pretty long time. But yeah, then Seth came out with the briefcase, and I was like, oh shit. But he was also limping on his legs. But then we found out the genius mind of Seth freaking Rollins. By the way, shout out to my boy Seth freaking Rollins. Alright, I'ma tag him just for the hell of it on this video. Alright, but shout out to him, man. What a way to close out SummerSlam Night 1. What a way to do that, bruh. Oh my goodness. I want to talk about a perfect cash-in. That was it on Night 1. But yeah, he came out with the briefcase, and he was limping on way, and then he stood there for a second. I was like, oh shit, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, ladies and gentlemen. Seth is freaking gonna cash in. And Punk was panicking. He was ready, but he was also panicking. I can see it in his eyes. I can see his dull ass eyes. He was panicking, and then Seth came and beat him. You want to beat him like, sorry, I don't know why I did that. Anyways, just kept on beating him with the briefcase, and then hit him up across the face like, bitch. And then that's all she said. And then to close out the victory, he laid a stomp onto Punk to pick up the win. 1, 2, 3. That's your new world champion. And my oh my, was that a pretty dope ass Night 1. Now, over on Night 2. I feel like I just spent a whole generation on just talking about Night 1. By the way, I give the Seth cash-in another 10 out of 10. So anyway, moving on to Night 2. The first match of the night, we have Rhea Ripley versus Naomi versus Io Sky. Now I love how at first, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky were teaming up against Naomi. But let's see, I'm trying to go back and remember what happened. Now I give this match an 8 out of 10. Of course, Naomi picked up the victory because she just got the damn thing at Evolution. So, and I think she'll retain at Clash at the Castle, whatever they have planned with her for her, you know. But yeah, 8 out of 10. Now moving on, we have an awesome tag team match. You know, with all the teams that I'm gonna put on the screen right there, it's probably gonna take up my whole screen for a minute. But there you go, for the tag titles. Yo, I was screaming on chat. Like I live streamed this thing on TikTok. It was so damn good. Talk about a peak generational tag team match right here, man. And you know what? I agree with Assemble Wrestling and you know, like Retro and stuff like that. Like my buddy Retro. By the way, shout out to my boy JR on the Dad Supporting Dads community. He just subscribed to my channel yesterday. Well, about a couple of days ago, I would say. Because I'm recording this on a Friday, but it still hasn't come out yet until tomorrow. Well, for me, tomorrow is Sunday, so this make your tomorrow a Saturday. So anyway, but yeah, another moment that I really enjoyed in this match was, of course, the action. But there was one match where Montez Ford just gave a shocked look on his face, and you can see it too. It was like, and you know, when he made that face, I was laughing my fucking ass off, man. I was laughing my freaking ass off, man. Johnny Gargano's wife or whatever climbed the top of the ladder, and she was gonna get the Money in the Bank briefcase for DIY, but then Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, I think, knocked over the ladder, and Candice LeRae fell through the tables, and I was like, and after that, I freaking screamed, yo. I freaking screamed. So yeah, overall, it was a fan-tastic match. And by the way, shout out to all the ladies come and help their man out. You know, shout out to Nikki Cross for coming in that match. Shout out to B-Fab, you know, and shout out to Candice LeRae as well. Even though that she got docked on the freaking table like an absolute boss selling that shit. But anyways, I give that match, of course, real quick, of course, you know, White 6 won that match, but it was just, that match was just beautiful execution and everything like that. And golly, Lord on mankind, that was some match right there, folks. Anyways, I give this match right here an 11 out of 10. Like, it just stole the whole show on night 2 for me already, and I knew what was about to go down for the rest of the night, kinda, sorta. But okay, moving on. Up next, we have Becky Lynch vs. Lyra Valkyria. Pretty cool match. A pretty decent match, I would say. Like, Hold on, I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing because right now this video might be a different time for you, but it's sitting at the 32:17. So I like this match. I didn't love this match, even though that it was over the top with like the action and stuff. But yeah, I know that Becky and Lara are probably gonna have a match at, let's say, Clash at the Castle. And maybe we'll get Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella there too. But yeah, ultimately, I'm just gonna skip to the end of the match because I'm not really good at like explain what happens. Like so, crowbar, whatever. And the ref was like, "No, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, stop!" And then Bailey came in and she was like, "Give me that shit." And ultimately Bailey was trying to help out Lyra, as a friend. But ultimately that wasn't the case because Bailey accidentally punched Lyra in the face with that steel chair wrapped around her fingers. Of course, she was aiming for Becky, or was she? We never may know. You never may know, governor. By the way, shout out to the UK. So yeah, overall, what happened next was pretty simple, pretty unique and stuff, and pretty normal for wrestling. Hit him with finisher 1, 2, 3. Bailey hit. Becky. I hit her with the manhandle slam. Yeah. And overall 1, 2, 3. She done. So yeah. Becky retained. Now maybe they'll do a multi-woman match at Clash in Paris. Maybe it'll be Becky, Nikki, Lara, and Bailey for that championship. And it's coming up quick. Like that's why I gotta get to going because SummerSlam in Indianapolis is gonna come quick. So I gotta get to doing my best and doing what I can. Overall, I would give the Becky and Lara match a 7 out of 10. Okay, moving on. We have Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa. In a steel cage match. By the way, sorry again, at my face right here. It looks like I'm a freaking sea monster coming up from the deep. Like, hey, what's good? Anyways, let's talk about this match. Overall, I didn't think too highly of it, but I will say I have become. If I had the money, I would get a Jacob Fatu t-shirt. Alright? I still got that WrestleMania shirt that I plan to wear when I head to WrestleMania next year. But yeah, even though I just became a fan of Jacob Fatu. I would have to say that this match was alright. I would say could have done better. Especially because of the steel cage match. Like they should have came up with more shit to do on it. Have actually to where Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu are like slamming each other's faces on the steel of the cage. Just think of something creative, something that we haven't seen before. I miss the old days of WWE when they just entertained the shit out of us. Like, they never, failed back then, like, not for me anyways. Yeah. But that was alright. Nothing else more to say other than that it was a good match. It was a good match. Yeah, I give it a 10. Oh no, not a 10 out of 10. I give it a 6 out of 10. Just because it's alright. It's alright. Okay, we're at the closing stage, folks. We're at the closing stages. Okay, Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship. And at the beginning, AJ Styles was like rocking the Eddie Guerrero gear, and I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. Now I'm just gonna stick to the end of the match because I don't blatantly remember what happened before that. So basically, what happened is that we got Dominic Mysterio hit AJ Styles with the boot, and yes, there's gonna be a lot of editing in this video because I'm pausing too much and can't cut my tongue right. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, we found out that Dominic Mysterio purposely did that to his foot so that AJ Styles could take it off and hit him with the boot to pick up the victory. Just hit him with a splash and then down 1, 2, 3. Dominic Mysterio is still your Intercontinental Champion. So overall, it was a good match. Nothing too fancy. The main event, which we're about to talk about. That match. Insane. And I give that match another 11 out of 10. Anyways. Yeah, overall, Dominic and AJ Styles was a 6 out of 10 for me. Nothing too shabby. I'm curious to see what they do with them for like Classic at the Castle. By the way, I did add that match to my match card, and stay tuned because I might do a version 3 of Classic at the Castle coming up. Probably after I do the Bad Blood match card or whatever. But yeah, I wonder if they're gonna have either another one-on-one match between the two or a triple threat and make it be like, let's say if Judgment Day loses those titles before Clash at the Castle. I think the best decision for this match to happen is for Judgment Day to ultimately lose the tag team title, so that way building up to this thing, like let's say next Raw they have a match and they lose the title, next, I feel like this match is in fact going to happen. That's Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor versus AJ Styles, triple threat at Clash in Paris, France. Did I just say Clash at Castle? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. But anyway, moving on. We have our main event: Cody Rhodes versus John Cena in a street fight for the undisputed WWE Championship. My God! Shit! Telling you, man, don't mess with WWE. Don't mess with WWE. I see you think about don't. A solid 11 out of 10 for me. Another superior out of 10. Because, again, there's a lot of action. We had John Cena, they went outside of the ring into the crowd, and John Cena lifted Cody Rhodes up on his shoulder, did an AA on the steel bars. I thought that was pretty cool. And then they went under the entranceway into, how Cody Rhodes goes up on the elevator or whatever. And that shot with John Cena lifted up Cody Rhodes. Oh my God. Amazing. We got these good at SummerSlam. Some good and some bad, but mostly good, man. Ah, shit. But, that shot with Cody Rhodes and John Cena, like with John Cena lifting up Cody Rhodes on the shoulders, that looked cool. That looked sick. That alone, I give it an 8 out of 10. Just for them showing that. And then we had Cody Rhodes, try to choke out John Cena with he literally unscrewed the apron, to choke out John Cena. But then, John Cena turned around on Cody Rhodes and did the STF on Cody Rhodes with the ropes from the apron, Then we had Cody Rhodes do this was before it, but Cody Rhodes did pile driver to John Cena, which I thought was a little hellish. Not to mention, before this match even happened, Cody Rhodes was wearing the watch, apparently, that Rock gave him. So, like I said, at the end of this year, man, it might get Homelander Cody Rhodes for damn it. And I ain't even have to see, and I ain't even haven't seen the full. Yeah, that's on Prime Video, and I don't give a shit about Prime Video. Because they don't want you to pay for download to happen. It's like the plan. They want you to pay for everything on there that you watch, and I'm not gonna do that. Literally, I signed into the freaking Prime Video show. I don't know why I'm off talking. Anyway, the match, I give it a superior out of 10. No doubt in my mind, it was good. And not to mention, the final farewell between John Cena and Cody Rhodes. Like, we'll never shake your hand to Cody Rhodes crying again on John Cena's shoulder. Like, that's how I'm gonna be like when I save CM Punk during the match next year. Anyways, John Cena ended up handing the title over to Cody Rhodes, and then they both lifted each other's shoulders up, and it was just a beautiful moment altogether. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we get the final surprise of the night, where we had the Beast, Brock Lesnar, return to whoop some ass. And why do I sound like the dude from Saturday Night Main Event? Anyways, we had Brock Lesnar return to whoop some ass. Now, ultimately, I'm going for John Cena. Why I'm over here? Ultimately, we're going to have John Cena face up against Brock Lesnar at some point. Maybe at Clash of Paris, like I predicted, or maybe not. Who knows? But it's gonna happen. So that at night, we had Brock Lesnar pick up Cena and hit him with the F5. And that was it. Show's over. Or at least that's when I turned it off. But guys, thank you so much for watching this. SummerSlam was truly amazing to watch. Like I said, I did a whole live stream or whatever. I should have filmed some of the live streams so I can post it on my YouTube shorts. But it's whatever, But hey, at least I finally get to use my thumbnail that I haven't used in my live stream yet. So that's cool. That's all fine with me. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like I said, up next, I have my WWE Bad Blood 2029, my 2029 fantasy booking Bad Blood coming up. Then I have another Bad Blood for next year. It's gonna be a fantasy booking also, because I don't know if they're gonna have like Bad Blood or anything like that. Just me guessing at this point. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and this is WWE 2K Booker signing out.